well-dressed young Iranian gentleman came up to me and said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "I'm a journalist." And he said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "I want to meet Ayatollah Khomeini." I was joking. And he said, "Okay, be here tomorrow morning and I'll take you to see him." Got me into the car and we drove. I was sitting in the front seat. We weaved through all the security cordons, up the hillside, up north to where the Khomeini family lived. And my friend, my contact, said to me, "Before the Ayatollah appears, you must pray." Suddenly, magically, Khomeini appeared. That evening, the German ambassador to Iran said to me, "My God, I've been here for 3 years. I've never seen Khomeini. How did you achieve that?" And I had no answer to give him. But I can tell you, when we got back to the hotel, this Iranian contact said to me, "Who else do you want to meet?" And again, half jokingly, I said, How about Hashemi Rafsanjani? He's probably the second or third most powerful man after Khomeini. He's the Speaker of Parliament." He said, "Okay, no problem. Be here tomorrow at 10 o'clock. I'll take you." And lo and behold, the next morning, up in his Cadillac, I got into the Cadillac and we drove. And I was taken straight into Rafsanjani's office with my contact standing there with me. And I spent 90 minutes, a Q&A with Rafsanjani. You know, the 2 or 3 most powerful men in Iran I'd seen within a space of 24 hours. We got back to the hotel and I said to my contact, I said, "Who are you? How have you been able to facilitate these meetings?" He says, "I'll tell you all the answers. Come to my office tomorrow." And he gave me his card. I took the card. And the next day I went to his office and he sat me down. He said, "You're going to have lunch with me." And we had kebabs and rice. And he said, "I am now the head," he said, "I'm the head of the Tehran car manufacturing company." Tehran is an Iranian car made under license from France. And he said, "We're starting a new office in Algiers. And I want you to be the head of the office." And he said, "We can give you a very good salary, $10,000 a month, plus a driver, plus your living costs." At that time, I think I was earning about the equivalent of $2,000 a month. So it was a huge, huge amount of money. And I said, "Yes, it sounds very exciting, very exciting. I'll let you know." But as it so happened, I was called back to London. So I went back to see him on this next visit to Tehran. And I went to his office. I had the address. And I knocked on the door. He wasn't there. His secretary was there. And I said, "Madam, is Mr. in?" And she went, "Shh." Just like that. And ushered me out of the building. I came back to my hotel. I rang an Iranian friend of mine, a very well-connected academic. And I said, "Look, I don't understand what's happened." I told him the whole story. I told him the story of meeting Khomeini, the story of meeting Rafsanjani, the story of being offered this fantastic job. And he said, "You know what's happened?" He said, "You have been in contact with the Iranian Secret Service, what we call the Ettela'at. They were testing you. They want to see if they could use you."